Hi, I'm Edie.
I'm Judy.
And together we're the Rainbow Grannies. Yay! So, how you feeling today, Judy?
Oh, I'm feeling bewildered. How about you?
Bewildered.
Bewildered? Isn't that another way of saying overwhelmed?
Why you feel so overwhelmed, honey?
Oh, we got so much going on this weekend.
Well,
and I want to do everything at once.
We got a couple good things going on.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting ready to go meet a couple friends, and we're going to go out on their boat for a few hours, and that's nice. And they've had their boat for over 10 years or so, and we kept saying we're coming, and finally we're actually going to make it today.
So they got the boat around the time we met each other, huh?
Yeah, probably. So morning, everybody. So what we're doing is, hey, I'm Edie.
I'm Judy.
And together we're the Rainbow Grannies. So we have TikTok open here and we have YouTube open here. We're doing both of them at the same time. It seems like that's been working real well. And it records it on YouTube so that it can be watched later by cool people that love to watch us later. So I want to tell everybody over here on TikTok, hey, how you doing? What's going on? And let's see, we get a lot of our good conversation from over there where people type into the chat.
Right. So, hey, Erica is here. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Erica. How you doing? Thank you very much for joining us on the YouTube. So
we're here. We come on every Saturday and Sunday morning when we're in town. It's 8 o'clock Eastern time. And we're here to uplift the LGBTQ community. We're part of the LGBTQ community. And we like being positive. And we've got lots of great moderators who whack away the evil people. The evil people, they can go where evil people go.
Yeah.
And I don't know where evil people go because
we're not evil. Yeah. So everybody, since we're...
Good morning, Diane.
Morning, Diane. How you doing? As you guys been watching and like you watch my plants growing behind us and everything. Today, Judy happened to spot finally a cherry tomato that's ready to be eaten. So she was saving it so that she could let you guys know if it was good or if it was bad. Now I'll tell you, a lot of people not yet. I want to talk about it. A lot of people say that we've been growing cherry tomatoes outside,
right?
And they're really good, but the skins are really thick on them. Yeah. You know, I think the skins are too thick. So these ones, a lot of people are saying what the difference of the taste is because it's grown on a hydroponics. You know, So it's grown.
Well, what does hydroponic mean?
That's with the water. It's grown in water, no dirt. It's got nutrients that are put in the water. I add nutrients to the water to keep everybody.
What is it called? Because I say hydrophonic, but that's not phonic. Phonic is sound.
Hydroponics. So it's close. It's close. Everybody knows what it is. It's just water. They're growing in water with real heavy light.
And then that should make it taste different.
Well, we would hope it would be good.
Yeah.
But a lot of people say they taste different. So we want you to taste it and tell me, is it good or should I give this up? Thank you. Thank you for the new follow. Go ahead.
Ready?
Hurry. Was it good? Better than the ones outside? About the same? What?
I think the ones outside had more flavor.
It's possible. It's possible.
It's good. It'd be great in a salad, but it's not ones like
the ones outside were good enough. We could just buy a box of them and sit and
eat them like peanuts.
Good morning, Sweet Marie. How you doing? I want to thank everybody for joining us. Hey, Liz, how you doing? Hey, Robbie, how you doing? What's going on? Anything happening today? Let's see.
There's a possibility that wasn't ripe enough. I just saw the red on it and just ate it right away.
Yeah, well, it looked ripe enough. By the time we got to it, it would be rotten and fell off or something, you know?
Yeah.
Morning, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's see. Can you do me a favor while you're here? Tap, tap, tap on your screen. That's your TikTok screen. Tap, tap, tap on that to help send out to the algorithm that we're here.
Right. And
let's see. I came in last week saying I was getting kicked out, but I got a job. Woohoo, Justin. All right. I am so happy.
Congratulations. Very good.
Yes. You're having a cookout and watching fireworks, Liz. Now, that's a good evening. Or you happen to be close? because I can't think of nothing better we'd like to do this afternoon than cook
Where
out
the
and fireworks.
Where the fireworks?
Well, you know
What's
what?
the holiday?
I don't know. Some
Baseball
people,
game?
well, they might have been just like too many of them were on the 4th of July, so they had to kind of. It's like we have pride
Oh,
celebrations
that's
every
true.
day because
Now everybody's doing 4th of July fireworks.
they
Is that what
were,
it
but
is?
some people were just probably because the 4th was busy, so now they have to do them on the other day. And now your neighbors are going to be really mean.
Now, Sweetie Marie is going to a beach sound bath tonight. That sounds cool. That sounds like one of these interesting,
I don't know.
spa, how to relax kind of evening.
Wonder what that's like. I can't wait till Sweetie Marie comes back and tells us about it. What's it called? A beach sand bath.
We should check that out. What did we do? We did a floating thing once. What was that?
I dogged them out though. Remember, they were real
Oh,
rude
well,
to
the
us.
place we went to was
Yeah,
awful.
but I'd like to try a different place. I'm sure I'd enjoy
I'd like
it.
to try it somewhere else too. I think they've got one in Lawrenceville or someplace out that
Yeah.
way with a lot of gay folks go to.
I guess. Hey, Unhappy Sunflower, thank you very much for the new follow.
What's in our coffee?
Thanks,
What kind
Edward.
of coffee are we drinking today?
I dipped the cat's paws in them and stirred it. It's good, huh?
It's good. Because somebody asked us what's in our coffee.
It's called stir the cat paws in it. Apollo was up on the counter, so I took his little paws and I dipped them down in our cups and stirred them like that. And he said, "Oh, Mom, it feels so good. It's so warm." So,
but I've got Splenda and almond milk in mine. Edie fixed it for me this morning.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Happy weekend. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. So another thing, I want to talk about a couple things.
Okay.
I want to talk about, well, our plans today are to go out on our friend's boat and ride with them and have fun. But I want to talk about a couple things. I want to talk about the fact that, we watched a few things on Netflix this week that was really, kind of interesting. So do you guys remember when we all first started watching TikTok and you would see all these really creative, fantastic dancers on there and like all these, they had it down and they'd even pop up on your, they had it down. These were young people, like maybe early 20s or so, and they could dance really, really good. There was a documentary on TikTok that had to do with, or a documentary on Netflix that had to do with this company that managed them and ended up like taking them into these cults and all this kind of stuff. Have you guys seen that? Where these kids that were, and so maybe that's why we don't see them on TikTok dancing no more. They were all
kind of caught finally and busted, right?
Yeah, it was like this 7M, I think, is the name of the managing company that managed these kids, and like it's like just like how, I don't know if you guys get them too, but like constantly I get messages sent from different management companies on here, claiming that they can make us really big stars and put our content out there and all this kind of stuff. And it's just like, I never really believe them anyway. But once I saw this video yesterday on there where they had taken all these kids' money. We saw some really talented kids dancing, and it's just like, where are they now?
And this guy was just making millions. The kids were bringing in millions of dollars to the company, and the company gave them an allowance of like $80 every 2 weeks.
Yeah, and they were kind of happy with it because if you ever remember, I'm telling you, I don't know if any of you remember watching this, but they all lived in this great big mansions that you would see on TikTok here. And they were really pretty and they would just dance and hang out and had good times and all this kind of stuff. But they were paying for the mansions. I don't know what that is. They were paying for the mansions for these kids to live in. The kids are dancing there, making all this money. And this guy was just ripping them off.
Right. And he built it as a cult, as a religious cult. So he kind of captured, that whole brainwashing thing.
Oh, yeah.
Had them all captured religiously, thinking he was the man of God, and they just did everything he wanted them to do.
Yeah, it was just it was typical of all that other weird religion stuff
Right.
that you always see where they, like where they take them off and everybody drinks the Kool-Aid and everything.
Right. So it really got me thinking too, because whenever, Edie would always get these, yes, it's a show on Netflix where
Right.
we always get these messages. Edie's always seen these messages, hey, we can help you manage. And I just thought, they're just people, I didn't even think of them so much as scammers. They're just people who just say, oh, they just want to manage somebody and they're trying to, do this business. But we have know nothing about their reputation. They don't show us who they've helped before or
Right.
anything. And so, but I never thought of it as a cult like
Right.
that company was. That's really, really scary.
Right. And I mean, I'm telling you, I get tons of them where these people send these messages to, we can help you build, we can help you grow, we can help you get more gifts, we can help you, and they'll send me, of course, they send these really nice, flattering things. Your live is fantastic. You are so entertaining and all this. They probably send that to 5 billion other people, because I know I am
And because it's
fantastic and I
nothing,
know I am.
and it's generic enough, it's
Yeah.
not real specific.
Right. Now there was when we first started out, there was one that was specific, and it was when it was all pretty new, and then the young lady contacted us and she told us what show she was going for.
Uh-huh.
So what's that say?
The Devil and Noodles said, unfortunately, there were far too many people, especially LGBTQ youth, that get taken advantage of.
Right.
True.
Right. And
That
I
is
mean,
true.
I God knows, you don't know how many times I have been tempted to like respond back to them. Some of them I don't even bother to refriend or whatever, but I mean, because I want my CBS TV show. I want the morning show. I want to be there, and they know that this would be a good thing and all that kind of stuff. But
how many people are on TikTok? Like in the billions?
mm-hmm.
And how many scammers can there be?
Yes, billions.
People find ways to make money off
most
there.
of the time I click on them to see how many people they're following.
Uh-huh.
And then I click on them to see what kind of videos they got. And I would think that if they're going to bother putting those, if they're going to bother sending all of us that are out there on TikTok and YouTube and all that, those things to try to, encourage us to join their agencies and stuff like that, you would think they would at least have videos on their agencies,
right,
or on their TikToks that show they help this person, they help that person. Look how this person grew. Look at, I mean, I don't mean to tell you how to scam people, but if you're going to scam people, at least scam them and make them think that you can do something for them. For me to just go on your page and watch some video that you stole from somebody else and put up there as a repost, and I watched them this morning. I sat here and I watched several of them because I got up this morning and I checked, and of course I got all them messages. Oh man, you're fantastic. Oh yeah, I know. I enjoy myself. Judy and we were talking about this too. We were also talking about how with us doing our lives like we do this on Saturday and Sunday morning, I think it is a positive thing for our relationship, because on Saturday and Sunday morning, we just kind of like set this time aside. We're not doing nothing else except for this. And we're just sitting here having coffee, talking to each other and talking to you guys. And so this is just one thing in our relationships that help give us something.
We've got something to create together. But what I was thinking, you were talking about that a little bit this morning, and I'm thinking it's also, I mean, I'm so busy, right? I'm always busy. I'm always doing work, and then I'm running here and I'm running there, and Edie's like saying, well, I can't ever just like sit down so we can just talk with each other. And a lot of times the talking is more of like what's happening. So-and-so is going through this, so-and-so is going through that, this has happened. But we don't even get much time to just talk about our thoughts and ideas and what we think. And when we do this in the morning with TikTok and YouTube, it's like a conversation that I get to participate in with Edie and knowing what we're saying, but and I see what everybody here is saying, and why they get to participate in it is I go to parties with Edie. We go to parties with a lot of friends. It's really hard for me to hear, and so it's still difficult to get into really good discussions and conversation. But in this kind of venue, I can hear Edie because she's the only one talking out loud with me.
But and
And
you
I
also
can
get
see
to
what
read,
everybody here is saying.
you know.
It's very interactive. So we get to know one another's thoughts that we might not otherwise really be talking about.
Yeah. So we're also going to talk on a little bit of we got the truck all packed up. We're almost ready to go. We head off to what's it called?
Miss
Big
Big
Big Mouth
Mouse Girl
Big Mouth Girl
Music Festival.
Music Festival up in Michigan.
Yeah.
We're going up there and hang out and have a good time, and I'm looking so forward to it.
And Wabi, that's where we're from. We're from Pittsburgh, and I got to lean forward to see what Erica's saying. We appreciate y'all taking the time out and talking with us. It's therapeutic.
Well, thank
that's
you. It's
good.
therapeutic for us too, Erica. It is. I mean, Erica. Yeah, Erica. You know, because we get a chance to talk with you guys and everything. You guys got to eat or got to see Judy eat my tomato off of the plants back there. Everybody always asks, "What are you growing? What are you growing?" Well, I'm growing tomato plants, and I got some herbs growing, and what do you
like
call them?
basil, like
Yeah.
lavender. Just gotta say what kind of herbs.
Oh, I got basil and lavender growing back
Herb is
there.
herb.
How long we've been together? We've been together 10 years, but we've only been married almost 3.
Almost 3. Okay, how did your interview turn
Ah,
out?
well, I
It
did
was
tell you
good.
guys I had a job interview this week. So with my job interview, it turned out that it ended up being a phone interview, which a phone interview was kind of nice. It's just that being 60, almost 65, I'm not really used to phone interviews. So when I talk to you on the phone, I'm talking to you just like I'm talking to Judy. Hey, how you doing? I'm okay. You know. So what'd you do today?
Maybe
Yeah.
it's the nice thing of being interviewed when you're over 60 and you've lived good life and everything, and now you're just like relaxed with the world, you know?
I mean, we just
You
talked
know your
about.
worth, you know what you can
We
do.
did talk about the job a little bit. Well, I am ready to retire. It's just, and I thought I was retired because I had both my shoulders replaced, and so I've had almost a whole year. It's probably been now a year.
Yeah,
off.
August.
Yeah, August
will be a
1st
year.
would be a year that I have been off work, and so I was going to take it to just kind of like retire. But I don't turn 65 until October, and then I thought about it, and I think I'm really bored. You know, I
Yeah.
just really need something to keep me going. You know, so I thought a small job would be nice. You know, something that they give me pay, they give me money,
Yeah.
and I get to go to every
Yeah.
every few days or so. And so the job interview ended up being very nice. We talked and stuff like that. She told me what position she felt like I would be good for. Thank you, Destin. And
Good morning, AJ.
morning, everybody. So she told me what position she thought I would be good for, and that was pretty interesting too because I had no idea what what job I was actually applying for.
Yeah.
All I knew was the company that I was applying for was a very nice company, and they had, you know, and I had been to quite a few things at their place, so I was interested.
Mhm. Yeah, and something I noticed, I don't know if I even told you this or not, but um, you know, when you went through your surgery and you were ready to retire, but it was like you've been weak, you've been run down. I mean, if one thing like, okay, you got mobility now and you can lift some weight, but your body was still recuperating. The body still went through a shock. And when we're older, it takes a lot more time to bounce back. And it's just now like I see you around in a corner, getting
Yeah.
back to your old self. And so that might be also well, yeah, now you can go on a job interview. You need something to do. It's like I don't see you actually being ready to retire because
No. And
now
to
now
be
you've rounded
retired,
that corner. It took a
right.
long time.
Yeah, it did. It was a killer. But to be retired, I still feel like I would need something. I mean, I did join that senior group, but
Mhm.
I need something that would go probably at least a couple times a week. You know, that one time a week, just going down and having coffee with the seniors is not enough for me. I need something to keep me going, but nothing real hard. You know, if that's what you want, somebody will take care of that for you, Katie. Why are you ignoring my
I don't know
comment?
what she's been
Well, I'm
saying.
sorry. We're talking here. We're just talking. You know, Katie, hi. How you doing? You
What
need
is going on?
Katie
So I
needs
don't
some real
understand.
good attention. We're here for you, Katie. We're here.
I'm leaning forward to it here. This is Margaret saying, good morning, ladies. How are you?
Morning.
Hey, I'm glad you're here. Hey, everybody on YouTube, if you're able to minimize the chat and click on the thumbs up icon, and that will also help push the algorithm out. That's what we've been told.
Oh, wow. Little
What's
Bunny
that?
is going to the Incarceration Hard Rock Music Festival tomorrow at the Old Mansfield Prison in Ohio.
Ooh.
Now, I have always wanted to go to the Old Mansfield Prison in Ohio. You know, may I ask where you live? We're Pittsburgh too, Missy. Yep. So good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. I'm Edie.
Yeah, I'm Judy.
And together we're the Rainbow Grannies. We have a YouTube channel too, and it's called Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies. So there's lots of videos on there that you guys can watch. So free.
Yeah, that's the name. That's the name.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Oh, here. Good morning, my love. Hey, Yvonne. How you?
Let's see. Do we have kids? Yes. I have 2. She
And
has
I've got
1,
one.
and we have 3 grandchildren all together. Let's see. Have you seen the Rainbow Aunties? Yes, I have. They follow us. They're very nice ladies.
And Beach Girl says, hey, good morning, Granny.
Morning.
Good morning and good morning. So
Michelle
Florida's
says,
in the house,
yeah.
and Ontario's in the house. Who else is in the house? Pittsburgh's in the house.
Yep. That's awesome. Let's see.
I kind of recognize the accent. Texas is in the house. Mississippi here.
Thank you very much for the new follows. Yes, definitely. Tap the screen. Let's pull this up to about
St.
at least
Louis,
15,000 to start with.
Yeah, St. Louis in the house. Whenever I lean forward, folks, you know, it's because I'm trying to read the chats in here. Kentucky is in the house.
You know, 2 weeks ago we were on YouTube, and we actually had to shut our TikTok down and went directly to YouTube because we were trying to do something that we felt was kind of ornery.
Mm-hmm.
And we know TikTok has put us in TikTok jail before. And so we knew that if we did it over there on YouTube, it'd be all right. You know, hey, Margaret.
Yeah, and I've seen, so we have New York and Louisiana and Florida.
Hey, Wesley, how you doing? Yep,
so
it's good to see you.
We saw a really good documentary. You know, normally I watch TV. I just like to watch my, you know, NCIS and Law and Order and Blue Bloods, all those kind of good guys and bad guys kind of shows. But watch a documentary I absolutely loved. It was on Netflix. I think it was called Outstanding. It was queer comics. It was a documentary on queer stand-up comedians. And it was fantastic. What they did was have a big show, bringing all the queer comedians to the show, and then a documentary with them interviewing them. And so it was kind of like bittersweet. There's a lot of stuff that, you know, that was funny because, of course, they were comedians, but they also go back in history. So there was Robin Tyler, where she was always out. And she was out performing very early as an out lesbian, where most comedians were closeted. We all knew Lily Tomlin was gay, but she was closeted gay, right? The general public didn't know. And so just a range of comedians. And who was on there that surprised the heck out of us?
Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor, which, and when you think about it, but I understand the closeted part. Yeah, there's other people that saw that documentary too.
Yeah.
It was really interesting, and it was good, and it just allowed us
I liked it so much,
connect.
I want to watch it again.
So anyway, I got my part 2 of my interview coming up in 2 weeks, and that one will be an in-person one with the person that's in charge of the department that they want me to work for, and I'm excited.
Great.
I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I think the main reason I'm nervous is because it's a whole different kind of job than what I've been doing for the past 40-something years.
Oh,
you know?
Definitely.
So that's kind of like, oh my God. But to everybody I've ever had talk to me, or I've told them about this job and the position, they're all like, oh, that'd be perfect for you, Edie. Perfect, you know? And anytime the CEO of the company that has seen our videos and YouTubes and everything like that says that, you know, she feels I would be perfect for that position, I should feel perfect for that position.
Yeah. I guess that's the greatest thing is that everybody knows you. They know you already. They see you on here. And you're a people person.
Well, and they
You
feel
spent
like
40 years,
they
doing
actually
this.
said they needed somebody that was compassionate, caring, empathetic. And I thought that must be me. Oh my God. No, no. That well, I mean, I never get the baseball bat out and bop Judy in the head. And if I do, I wouldn't do it on camera. Good Lord.
I just think, oh,
I'd say I need a coffee refill while
I'll go
Judy
get it.
pumps it up and
I
talks a little bit.
Okay.
Pump it up, Judy. Come on. Pump,
I need a
pump,
coffee
pump,
refill
pump it
too,
up.
please.
You guys
Thank
are
you.
probably like, hello, are you sleeping today? Look, hello, is it me you're looking for?
Can I go get us the coffee?
No, I get it.
Please, can I get us coffee?
I'll get it. I need to get up.
She needs to get up. Edie needs to get up. That means I get to do the book report. Let's see. Hey, let's see. So, book report. We were in Seattle and we went to this wonderful bookstore, that wasn't a chain bookstore. It was one of the most, oldest bookstores around in the country that's still standing and had a great queer section in it. The bookstore is in the neighborhood in Seattle.
But I think those shelves were made out of barn wood because it
What
smelled
wood?
kind of like barn because it smelled kind of like manure in there.
Oh, barn. She thinks yeah, she thinks that it was made out of the wood was from a barn, the kind of wood you use in barns, and still smelled like it too. Maybe it used to be an old barn and they never got the smell out. So I found some really nice queer books there. So this is called Dancer Dawkins and the California Kid. So, and this is actually, I saw this title, I thought this looks really cool. And I started reading it, the novel, and it looks really cool. And I realized, okay, by Willyce Kim, who was one of the writers I learned about way back when I came out. And this is an old book, but I've never read it. So I haven't read it yet, but it is there, ready for me to read. Elliot, no, that's not it. That's a different one. I was going to say the name, but that's a different. I get bookmarkers from all these different bookstores. So, I'll let you know how it is when I read it. Because I've been reading books and I've been putting them down and we've been giving them away because they're just not hitting it for me.
Yeah, well, I gave a stack of them away on that buy nothing, pay nothing
Yeah.
thing. And the girl messaged me the other day and let me know that she had shared them with a whole bunch of her friends and how nice that was.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'm really glad that she did that. And we're going to the music festival, and I saw that somebody posted that they're going to have their book there. Bookstore will be there. So I'm looking forward
Well,
to
what's her name? Selling her new book there too. Lisa Vocal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought this might be your opportunity at least to buy one and get a copy, get it signed. Also, remember my new buddy from my senior group, Mike?
Yeah.
He just published a book.
Yep.
And he's going to come on and do a live with us. And we're so looking forward to it. Mike's an older man, but he's handsome devil. And he's HIV. And he's going to tell us all about,
Yeah, because that means he's an older guy. So that was the time of the epidemic.
Morning, everybody. I see single mom says good morning. Let's see. I can see it in your eyes. What can you see in her eyes? I don't know. Good morning, girls. Hey, Deborah. Let's see. Gail Severs. I know Gail. Come here. Let me spank you, Gail. Good morning.
Oh, do I know Gail?
No, but you could
meet Gail with
if I
watch.
Yeah.
Can I watch you spank her?
Yeah, come on over, Gail. Let me spank you.
Windsor says good morning, ladies. And Tisha says good morning. Happy Saturday. So, let me think. What was I going to say? Yeah, so good. What else is happening? You got some questions, some conversations. I mean, my mind is just on everything I still got to do tomorrow to get ready for the trip.
Tomorrow, we're going to be working our butts off trying to make sure we got our clothes all packed and everything all ready because we're pulling out of here early Monday morning. I can't wait. Get the truck all gassed up and ready to go.
Oh, Edie cooked a bunch of food and froze it so that we have a bunch of food to just heat up and
Yeah, I
eat
thought
our
this
meals.
that was my idea. I thought this might make our trip easier because they're having food trucks while we're there.
Uh-huh.
But for one, food trucks can be very
Yeah,
expensive.
if you're doing
You
talking three
know,
meals a day for a week.
yeah, and then we're talking like, but what I did was I fixed this really nice pot of beans, and it has like three different kinds of beans in it. I chopped up some turkey hot dogs in it, and some green peppers, red peppers, orange peppers, yellow peppers, and onions all in. I sauteed the onions and
Mhm.
stuff before I put them in. Oh
And we
my goodness.
tasted a pot of it, and then Edie had to make another pot.
Yes, yes. We ended up eating pretty much the whole pot of the bean thing I made. So then I broke it down. Oh, congratulations, Lisa.
Call Lisa said that, hi, I am new and I'm retiring next Thursday.
Congratulations.
So, and then also you cooked up some eggs.
Yeah, I did green peppers and onions and all that stuff. And I even did hash browns all in it. And then I did my scrambled eggs in it and made like a, what they call that? Like a skillet meal. You know how they call them, like a skillet meal? So then I froze them in these nice little freezing containers. So I thought while we're camping, because we do have a cook stove, I thought we'll just throw them on the cook stove or in a little pan, heat them up. It won't be any big deal, but boy, we'll be sitting there eating good.
Everybody's saying how great this sounds. Jessica love to cook. And they saying, oh, heaven. They're saying, oh, scrambled heaven. What a nice name.
Yeah. Well, that's what I
Sounds
figured,
good.
it won't be hard for us. Like everything's pretty much fixed. All we have to do, and I'm doing, but we're going to do the
Not
meat.
Jenny, with Jessica Tupperware.
We're going to do the food trucks too, but just we
Right.
won't have to eat it off of them
All the
constantly.
time.
And so
Yeah, they love your Mickey Mouse.
I also
shirt.
I'm making, I got these grilled chicken, and I bought frozen bags of, I wasn't going to tell Judy, but you guys are going to hear it now. Ready? I bought grilled chicken pieces, right? They're seasoned grilled chicken pieces. So all we have to do is heat them up on the big thing.
That'll be good.
And you ready? Asparagus, frozen asparagus. So I thought grilled chicken and frozen asparagus one night. We'll have that for dinner one night. We're going to do well. I don't know if we'll have any kind of signal to be able to go live for you guys or whatever, but our camping is not going to be just, I did buy hot dogs so we can do like hot dogs, just regular hot dogs. So we did do that. And I got green beans. So I thought one night we might have hot dogs and green beans.
Erica asked how long we're going to be there. We're going to be there for a week.
Yeah.
It's going to be like 7 days.
And I love food trucks, but I don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, but we know the beans is good because we already ate one pot of them.
And the other thing we did, we got a whole bunch of water bottles. We got a bunch of water, right, in bottles, and we drop those into the freezer. So because they'll stay frozen, I think hold their frozenness longer than a bunch of ice cubes.
Right. So we'll put them all down in the freezer with the frozen food, and we're good to go. If the food starts thawing real quick, then we're going to just have to start eating real quick.
Yeah, and buying ice. They have ice there to buy. So Geeky Food Love said, I agree. I miss home cooking. And totally, where you going? We're going to a music festival in Michigan.
Right.
Dry ice.
No, you know what? I'm scared of dry ice. Every time I see somebody with dry ice, I want to touch it. And they say you shouldn't touch it.
You shouldn't touch it.
No, but it makes me want to touch it. Just touch it.
For the food. That's a fantastic idea. Frozen water bottle. That's Edie's idea.
Yeah.
That's all Edie. Because my idea when I go camping is I just go and I don't get into cooking and all that stuff. I just want to completely chill. I completely totally zombie out.
I like to cook while I'm there because I love the smell going through the woods and stuff. But I'm a little older now. So I thought it might be nice that I cooked this week and froze everything. And in that way, we just put it in the skillet or in the big pan and stuff, warm it up while we're there, and then sit down and tear it up.
Yeah. Yeah, Aaron's saying, good morning. I agree with you. I always want to touch it often. That's the dry ice.
Yeah.
So the other thing is that we're not allowed to have charcoal grills at our campsite. They have a tent set up where people can cook their meals and all of this, but we can have, the propane burner and heat up water and just heat up our food like that.
See, told Lisa her mom used to freeze lasagna and bring it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I mean, and then
Yeah.
you just put a little bit of water in the pan, put a lid on the pan, and just warm it, and everything's good and hot.
Nana's saying I need to find someone who likes to cook.
Oh, well, I like to cook, but I hate to clean.
Mhm.
Judy cleaned the kitchen up this morning, and I know she was in there. She don't cuss and carry on, but I know she wanted to cuss and carry on. I know she did. God help me if she would have went off, because it was,
If
But
anybody saw the last time when I made that pie here and you saw while I'm cooking, I'm cleaning up at the same time. And some people saying, oh, yeah, they do that because it's a lot easier to clean stuff that hasn't caked on and dried. But
what are you trying to
that's
say?
all right. That's all right.
But next
There's things
next week when she's out there camping and
I'm
she's
gonna
eating
love that food.
she's good. She ain't gonna think nothing about the little bit of stuff that was on the counter.
And that stuff is all clean now, so it's no big deal. We both do. I mean, and you order some stuff for the cats, like the kitty litter. And I know every time you got to get on the phone and order this stuff, it's like it's the last thing you want to do. Whenever I do see you in the kitchen and you're doing this, it's the last thing you want to do. But we just grumble to ourselves and let it go because as soon as it's done, it's done.
Lily, we've
it's
been
not
together
like we
10
stay mad
years.
all day long. We just grumble at
Yeah.
having to do a chore because, we're old and we don't want to do chores anymore. So we've got here. Okay, I was looking to see if there were more questions or comments also on YouTube.
Camping is me. Rooms.
What?
Yeah, but you know what?
Wait, who said what?
Gail, camping and room service is her kind of camping. But that's okay because where we're going, they actually have hot showers. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you, ain't nothing like showering out in the woods with like 10 naked women at the same
There
time.
you go.
You know?
There you go. Joe said I married a great cook and a baker. I blame her for my weight.
Yeah.
21 years and she is great.
Oh, congratulations.
And AJ is saying my dad never bought ice. He used to freeze water in plastic milk jugs.
Right.
Smart thinking, Edie.
Yeah, it
That's
works
right.
like that. And then that way, but we got all those little ones, and that way we'll be able to take a few of them out and set them on the table there, and they'll thaw out and still be cold for a while,
And so somebody here who said that I need to find somebody who loves to cook. It's oh yeah, Nana said I'm too old. I get it. Yep. So there was this lesbian comedian who made. I always remember this wonderful joke. She said, when you've got a couple and the couple splits up, and you look to see, well, who's going to find somebody else next first, right? Because you expect to be split up for a while. Everybody should just be unhappy and miserable the rest of their lives. She said the butchies find somebody right away because they get hungry.
Looking for somebody to cook.
They need somebody to cook.
Is that right, Gail?
And Jessica's saying we bring air mattresses and fans for camping all year round if we use a tent.
Well, we do have air mattress, and this time we actually bought those cots. So we're going to put the cots down and then put the air mattress on top of that. Now, I didn't bring a fan, and believe me, I have thought about it. But we're going to be in Michigan in the shade, and I'm going to hope to God it's not bad. If it is, I'm walking up the road or getting somebody to take me in the golf cart up the road to the truck where I'll sit in the air conditioner for a while.
Yeah, we did see that the temperature's supposed to be like it's been in the 90s here. On the West Coast in the U.S., it's been like in the hundreds and that. Supposed to be in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. And we'll be in the woods. Nighttime, the temperature tends to drop.
Right. If anything, we're going to be too cold. Okay. We'll probably be snuggling, asking for the neighbors to come over and snuggle.
That's right. We'll have to put a sign out that says, join us if you're cold.
Right. You're a bad girl. You're a bad girl.
So Missy says, I'm new here. May I ask where you're going camping?
We're going to Michigan Women's Festival. They used to have the big Michigan Women's Festival. Now there's a whole bunch of small women's festivals going on in Michigan at that same spot. So it's called and we'll be there for a week having us a wonderful time chilling out. There's all kind of workshops that you go to that they teach you, and you can learn about different kind of things. If it's not some kind of craft, it's learning how to love somebody
and it's
just a
kind
little
of
bit
like
better.
The festigoers, I think, who do these workshops.
Yeah. And so you just learn how to, like I said, love
Mhm.
somebody just a little bit better,
That's right.
you know, and you got a chance to sit there and learn about it. And maybe anything, like, could be like, making coffee better,
Yeah, I've seen people talk about mechanics, how to fix your own car. And then other
Yeah.
people will talk about polyamory and what that's all about.
Yeah.
And then there was one workshop once about menopause. And I went to that when I was going to be hitting menopause soon. And it was just really nice to be at these workshops with women talking about
There was
women's
one
health.
where we
That
went
was really
to
nice.
and they had like adult toys.
Mm-hmm.
If we lose you, we're on YouTube.
Edie and Judy Rainbow
Judy
Grannies
Rainbow
on YouTube.
Grannies. Right.
And AJ saying I love cooking. And there was something I was going to say again about cooking. What was it? Oh, it will come back to me, I'm sure.
I love eating more than I love cooking.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I was thinking. I was thinking this. I saw AJ said I love cooking, and AJ's from Kentucky, and there were certain things that that's just not around Kentucky. And there used to be in the southern states this big women's music festival in the southern states. I don't remember where, and I thought about it because somebody said they live very far south in Alabama, and so I wonder if anybody's still aware of any women's music festivals in the South. Because I normally could just afford to go to one a year, but I always had this dream of hitting all the different ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the summer, and especially if you're maybe going to college and you need to support yourself, and you've got summers off of school, hitting all the music festivals all summer, I thought was good as a worker because then they feed you and you work and you don't have to pay rent. And
Anyway, she's
I
a
wanted to do
throwback from
that
the
too.
70s when that
Mhm.
stuff was possible. Nowadays, you got to have a car with gas money. Somebody's got to pay the insurance on it. And.
And if they really just told Lisa, let me know of anything. I mean, I don't know what's still around and what's not. There used to be a wonderful one in Washington D.C. called Fire Sister or Sister Fire, and the year I was finally going to go to it, they shut it down. They stopped running it because these are normally run by volunteers.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah. Jessica's saying, reach out to your local P Flag chapter. They could possibly have information about events. This is true.
This is
And there's
true.
always
Hey,
community centers.
Amber, how you
There's
doing?
always
Good
Google
morning.
Women's Music Festival.
That's true. Now that we
But
got Google, we don't have to reach out to nobody but Google.
that's right.
Happy weekend, friends. Hey, Carter, thank you. There's two Carters. There's a Carter here. This is happy weekend, friends.
Yeah.
And then there's a James Carter here that said, save me some coffee. I'm going to save you coffee if you're bringing donuts. You bringing donuts? Because we don't have any donuts. And I'm like having withdrawal here. Let's see. Good morning, ladies. Good morning,
And Bucky
Gemma.
Bear earlier asked who's taking care of the fur babies. And so
My daughter is.
she's going to come check in on them.
Yeah, she's going to take care of the fur babies. And she'll be here to make sure everything's safe and good. And her fiance, Lance, he's gonna make sure everything's good too.
So
Let's see. Yes, I want to do some traveling, but I gotta find a good person to take care of my puppy. That's tall Lisa. Yeah, sometimes it's hard. I can't believe how expensive it is to have somebody, check in on your pets.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I just can't imagine. I mean, honestly, that's what I should probably do as a part-time job.
You could.
Check in on people's pets.
You could.
Stop by, scoop the litter box, pet Fluffy, and say, okay. Cha-ching.
Yeah. I tell you what, it can sometimes be more complicated than that.
Yeah.
So in my youth,
yes,
my
married,
friends and I
Tracy.
would watch each other's pets whenever anybody went away. So I watched a pet that was a big Irish wolfhound. I came in the house and he had diarrhea all over the house. Yeah, that was a big job to take care of. Yeah.
But see, oh my.
So you never know. I mean, it's not always just pet the puppy dog.
Let's see. Had a child with a man. You have been. I don't know what you mean.
He said, so were you married? Had a child with a man? You have been deceived.
No, I haven't deceived anybody, honey, except for myself. I'm going to tell you the truth. I lied to myself for about 40-something years. I kept lying to myself, making myself believe that I could possibly be straight. And this might be your problem too, Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
I understand when you go through things like that, and it's hard to face the world and tell them, how you really feel because, you're so afraid of how they're gonna make you feel and tear you down and everything like that. So you spend so many years pretending to be somebody that you're not.
And society tells us to do that. We don't decide to do
Oh
that.
no, society
My
says,
God.
you only this
Society and our family,
is.
they all tell us to pretend we're straight. Just keep pretending you're straight, and you will be.
Yeah.
And we will be straight just as much as straight people pretending to be gay would love gay sex. Yep, if they just pretended to be gay, they would love it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even believe. I don't even know.
We're told to pretend to be straight.
You didn't use the S word.
I didn't use the F word.
The S word.
Oh, you think we go on TikTok jail?
If we go to TikTok jail, we'll be over on Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies. And the only reason we would go on TikTok jail is because we're trying to be honest and tell you. It's just sometimes Judy doesn't realize there's certain words.
I gotta find euphemisms. Okay, what's the euphemism for?
Gabanga.
Oh, gabanga.
Gabanga.
So I know the straight people who want gay people to be straight would love the
Gabanga.
Yeah. If only they tried. If only they tried to love it. If only. Oh my gosh.
See, Tina,
they don't know what they're missing.
Her wife and her played roommate for years.
Yeah,
right. Because Look, Judy is a bad girl. Yes, she is.
Sometimes you just gotta be honest.
I can't believe it. Sometimes she just blows my mind because she must feel like that when she's sitting here talking to you guys. Because I don't hear her say much around it.
Tracy, is Tracy one of those folks? Is that what's going on?
I don't know. I think she disappears.
Yeah, she did. Somebody took care of that, but hopefully she's still here listening because Tracy, when you're ready to come out, I swear you're just
Jamila wants to join the club. Oh my goodness. Well, join the club there. Subscribe, Jamila. Subscribe. Make sure you're following and make sure you come over to the YouTube and subscribe to that channel so that I can help grow.
Yeah. And Wendy says, we also hear you just haven't met the right one yet.
That's it.
And that's what I said right back to somebody when they said it to me.
Poof, she's gone. Thank you, sweet Marie. Let's see, the energy you both exclude is so lovely. Aww.
I'm glad I stumbled into this live today. I'm glad too, MZ.
Hey, I'm glad you did too. Let me give you kisses. I'll give you kisses. There you go. That was for her, but she was so far away.
Give her another one. Here it is, Maverick. Yes, hi, Grannies and gang.
Oh, thank you, Amber, for the rose. I give you kisses because Amber gave us a rose.
Okay, greetings from Mexico.
Do you ladies like to travel? Yes, we do. We travel quite a bit. Oh my goodness! Look there. We're gonna start this, huh? Judy gets kisses every time we get gifts. That's so nice of you.
So nice. Thank you.
Yeah, because we were saying the other day that when we get these gifts, TikTok sends us a little bit of money, and at the end of the month, it's like enough to buy a pizza. Here, thank you very much, Nana. So, in the back of every person's mind is
a rainbow
screaming to come out. You know what? Thank you. I don't know about every person, but I've told Judy this before. A long time ago, I told her this. I believe everybody has the potential. Every straight has the potential to have a curve. And I just think that's what I really think. I don't think anybody
is completely
one way or the other. I mean, straight. I don't believe anybody is completely straight. I think that's just what I think. I'm not an authority on it, but I just think that, especially those ones that are so hardcore straight, sometimes those ones are so busy trying to fake the world out, that they,
I disagree with you, though.
Okay, that's okay. You're allowed to.
Yeah, I know. All right. I mean, I meet people who are straight as straight can be. And I mean, they just are, and they're not homophobic or anything. They just,
It's just who they are.
Right.
I guess, maybe, I guess maybe I should think a little more on it because I know I did used to feel, so much. I just, I feel like everybody needs love. We all need love. Our hearts are all just screaming for love. And I just think that sometimes people don't expect love to come from who it comes
Thank you,
from.
Julia. Thank you. What met your name?
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
Watermelon sugar.
Watermelon sugar.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Yes, so I just think, let's see. My sister says everyone is born bi until they find the right person. I don't know.
And Jamila said the most refreshing and drama-free live in a while.
Oh, but we could throw some drama in there a little bit here and there because
And
we get
Jessica,
somebody.
yes, I'm pansexual. I see the inside of a person, not the gender. And love, you'll feel comfortable in my living room. Who you talking to, Joyce? I missed something in the
Let's see.
conversation here.
Love the person, not the package.
They came in.
Good thing, because my package is getting a little bigger and a little bigger.
Yes, we're all just trying to find love, and it comes in all forms.
Yeah, and that's the truth. We are all, everybody's just trying to find love. I mean, if you tell me, if you can find one person that says, I do not want to be in love or have anybody love me, then I'm gonna tell you right now, they a damn liar. Liar, pants on fire.
It is interesting for me. More and more people talking about being pansexual, that they love the person inside. It's not about the body. And hearing that more and more and more, I've curved for sure.
Go on, finish what you're saying.
And I'm just wondering if, when somebody said, someone said everybody's born bi until they meet somebody. And the whole thing about being pansexual, I wonder if that a lot of the times can be the case, but people have just been conformed to society that said be straight. Because it makes you fall in love with the person's soul. And all that makes sense to me, but I am curious, how many men are pansexual? And I'm not talking about binary, and if they're right, I'm saying if they're men, if they're he, him, how many are pansexual? And I'm asking this because when studies have been done on bisexuality, women who are bisexual, they tend to be bisexual, like they don't lean more toward one gender than the other. They really are attracted to both. But when the studies were done on men, the men tended to lean toward one gender more than the other.
Which one did they lean towards?
Whichever they were. They were bisexual, but they really leaned toward being gay, or bisexual, but they really leaned toward being straight. I mean, they were much more. And whenever I would see personal ads, remember personal ads? People looking for it, then the men would describe exactly what they wanted. Exactly. And it all had to do with visual. It wasn't about the soul of the person. They weren't right. I exactly want somebody who's compassionate. They said physically loving, exactly what they wanted.
Yeah.
And so I wondered then how many men are pansexual where they fall in love with the person and not the package. So it's a question. I don't know the answer.
So Tall Lisa says she doesn't have much family, so she's determined to find a family. Well, you know what, Tall Lisa, that's what I found with finding Judy. I found a family yesterday. We had a great niece born, and they called me and Judy. Well, we were at separate houses, and we got to see her on camera last night, and it was just absolutely wonderful. Let's see.
Oh, so Carter,
I feel like men. Go ahead.
Carter's saying, I feel like men have less insight into their own emotions, feelings, desires. You think they just learn through society to suppress them? Or do you think so, because I think they're suppress them anyway.
But then again, remember we did interview that one person that was transitioning, and he said that when he was female, he was so much more emotional. And then once he started taking tea and everything, it made him where he was unable to cry. He just would get like angry,
like he physically couldn't cry. Right. So, okay, let's see. Oh, Tall Lisa and Stay 10 are trying to see if they've met each other before.
Thank you very much for the gift, Rosa.
Carter saying, yes, men are taught to reject feelings. MD, yes, they are taught to suppress early on and man up.
Aw, that's sad. Let's see. I'm menopausal. This is coming from Erin.
Aaron.
I'm menopausal, and all I do is cry. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Come on, shake it off, girl. Man up. You'll be okay.
So Julia said, I thought I would buy for the longest, but found out that there is so much more to love with women. So I think, I don't know.
I don't know. We're just learning just like you guys. And I thank you all for sharing all your comments and everything with us, because we're just hanging out here learning too.
And I have to say, for me, it's not just falling in love with the person and doesn't matter the package. I'm definitely attracted to women, and I'm not attracted that way to men. I can find men who are very sexy and very hot and very attractive, but I don't want to be with them.
Oh yeah, I love a man with a really nice body.
But I can find a lot of women with really nice bodies too. Doesn't mean I want to be with all them either.
No.
But I do fall in love with the women and not with the men.
Oh,
38. Your birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday,
Jessica.
So I saw a lot of stuff a lot of comments were running up. Did we miss some? Or sometimes people were talking with each other on TikTok.
Yeah.
How you doing, Erica and AJ, and who else is
Antonio,
in here?
thank you very much for the heart. Love it. Thank you, everybody, for all the gifts. Every time you send a gift, an angel gets a kiss. But we really appreciated an angel. I can't kiss her if her halo's in the way. Thank you. Let's see what else is
if
going
they have an arts and crafts workshop at Michigan, I think I'll make a halo that I can wear.
Yeah, you better ask for some intervention to help, because I got a feeling that's going to be a hard job for you. Let's see. You two are so cute together. Thank you. Ready for change? Ready for change. That's an interesting name. What kind of change are you ready for? Are you ready? Like, does this have to do with your sexuality, or does it have to do with just jobs, or what? See,
so I might be interesting comment. You want to read?
Joyce says, I might be confused. I'm attracted to both men and women, a certain type both. I
wouldn't think that's confusing.
No, you like what you like.
You're talking about body type or personality type or both combined. I mean,
Okay. Look, Jessica, I'm married to a pansexual man 2 years ago. I wasn't looking for a man, but destiny had another plan.
Okay, so there you go.
Okay. So Jessica, I wish you could talk back to us. You being married to a pansexual man. So that means that he
is in touch with his feelings and loving the person, and it's not about the package.
Right.
And May think I am always attractive to women or attracted to women.
You attractive to women? Well, that's good. Don't be full of yourself there, May. I think you might have typed it wrong, but if you are,
sometimes spell check does.
It's okay. Hey, I think me too. I'm always attractive to women too. Even the straight ones. They see me and they're like, damn, that girl's fine. I gotta beat them off with a stick. I can't. You think I walk and stick in my trucks because I'm gonna fall down when I'm climbing the hill? No, that's because I gotta beat them off with a stick. I know
what can I say? I met you at the fire pit one year. You scared the bejeebies out of me, and I went looking for you the next year, not even knowing I was looking for you.
I didn't have no stick. And she just came right on, followed me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it must be that energy. It must be your aura. It must be something.
I do have an aura.
You do. My aunt Yvette said my aunt had a roommate. Oh, we have to. So I've got Erica on here said I knew I was a lesbian at a very early age. Yeah, me too, except I didn't know what the word was then. But, I always say that I fell head over heels in love with my babysitter when I was like 4 years old, because she was just gorgeous and she taught me how to read. And so I fell in love with the person and the package when I was 4.
Okay, she can be full of herself a little. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I know that's right. That's called confidence. The world tries to take it out of us, right from the very start. You know, you get yourself a little girl, whatever, and the next thing you know, her hair don't look right, or she's chunky, or she don't whatever. And the
Uh-huh.
world's always trying to make you feel like you're not what you ought to be. You don't look like Barbie,
Well,
or
Barbie would fall over.
yeah, right. But you know how they make you not have it. So if you can build up, and I tell you, honest to God, I spent my daughter's 33 years old now. I spent a lot of time as she was growing up to give her the confidence and the self-esteem that she needed in order to go out there into that world and face the fact that somebody was going to try to make her feel like she wasn't it. And I just, you may had a crush on a teacher.
Yeah, there's the song. Meg Christian wrote the song about the ode to my gym teacher. And the best thing I was saying, my aunt, she had a roommate my whole life and passed without her truth.
I know, isn't that
Isn't that
sad?
awful?
Yeah, what a
And
good
man,
mama.
they're saying what a good mama, and Carter saying we need more parents like you.
Well, just build them up, because I'm gonna tell you, that world out there is trying to tear them down. There's gonna be
And
somebody out there to try to hurt their feelings, but I'm here to tell you.
MZ saying hot for teacher. Lisa saying I still talk to my gym teacher from 7th grade. And
Uh-oh.
when you think about it, it's no surprise
I
we would
think
have.
that's kind of weird. Don't, because I don't think so. If I found out my daughter's 7th grade gym teacher was still talking to her, I would think that was weird.
Yeah, because you liked them since they were little. Well, what if they
Yeah.
just talking?
Well, how are you talking?
No,
Are
I
you
was
talking?
friends with her and her partner for years.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Straighten that up for us.
Good thing, because I was getting ready to have her arrested. Because there's certain lines we just don't cross.
And
Let's see.
then
Jessica
this is
says,
with the aunts who never lived their truth, but says we have a trans FTM teenager who just came out a month ago. So you see, times are changing. MD, I can only think Van Halen when I said
hot
that.
for teacher. She's got it made, got it made, got
I'm
it
gonna pour
made.
some more coffee. You want more coffee?
Yes,
Or
please. I'm
you
hot
want
for
more?
teacher. Yeah. I'm very close to my middle school teacher and her family. It's wonderful. I love her, and that's great. And her family so much lucky, and I'm happy for you too. I don't know what to say.
I'll be right back, folks.
You're probably right, and I'm just like thinking bad thoughts. Let's see. Erica over here on YouTube says, I knew I was. Oh, okay. We read that one already. She knew she was a lesbian at a very young age. Let's see. And over here, Lyric says, I was in love with my English teacher. Lord, I wish I knew where she was now. But did you try looking her up on Facebook? Did you try? Because I'm telling you that, or Google her name or something. Man, I knew y'all were from Pennsylvania. I heard the accent and knew it immediately. That's what Sylvia says. Sweet Marie says, when you are not thinking bad thoughts. When am I not thinking bad thoughts? Well, okay, I know. I can be a little bad. You guys, thank you very much for joining us and having a good time with us. We're going to stay on just a little bit longer because we've got to get ready to go on our boating trip this afternoon. Let's see. Well, we're actually going to leave out of here soon to head out there to meet them. And we're going down into West Virginia. Let's see. My first relationship was with females, and they were the best relationships ever. Well, yeah, as long as you're having a good time. Let's see. How long have you been together? We've been together 10 years. We've been married almost 3. Everyone else knew I was gay before I did. Oh, I believe that. Well, that's because we're always in denial because we're afraid what the world's going to think of us. Let's see. Do you have kids, or do you have hats to cover your heads? It's yeah, I wear a visor. Yeah, because I got big hair right now. How did we meet? We met at the Ohio Women's Festival. Let's see. Some of the sickest acts have been. Will you read that for me?
Some of the thickest acts have been committed against children by people who hid behind sexuality. Well, I
Joyce,
I'm
I
not
don't
sure what that
know.
means,
That
but
don't
I know
sound very
that,
nice, and that's not where we're coming from.
right, people who act against children are power tripping people.
Yeah, I don't think that's very nice. And Joyce, don't talk like that.
Don't perpetuate a myth or stereotype.
Right.
Have either of you ever had a mullet? I didn't, but boy, that was a thing in the 70s.
I did. I had one. Yeah, I worked that mullet.
Julia saying I
Hey,
don't agree
Kayla.
with that comment.
I understand.
Yeah.
Let's play nice, peeps. Don't worry, it's okay. How did you know you were in love?
Now that's the
Oh
nice
my
question.
God. Bet you
Mullets are
by
back?
golly,
Wow.
you're the one. You know what?
How
I
did you
knew
know?
I love because
Okay.
oh my God, this makes me kind of mushy just thinking about it. I knew I loved Judy before she knew she loved me.
What is it true?
And it was just like, she was so fun. And to me, she was so attractive. And I'm just like, I mean, it was just like one adventure after another. And I loved being in an adventure, and to me, I mean, I just felt like she was so pretty. She was so smart. She was full of adventure. She could pay for dinner. And
But that could be lots of people. Well, how did
no,
you know that you were in love with that? You loved me. Like why that happen?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just knew.
That's yeah.
I just knew. I knew I would kick somebody's rear end over you,
Yeah.
and that, yeah, you were fun, and I like fun.
Paying for dinner is a plus.
Sure enough. Sure enough.
I can't wait to be someone's number one. She could pay for dinner. That's the keeper for sure.
That's it. That's it.
You were fortunate to find each other. You make a choice. My heart, what it's like to age as lesbians. It's something I think about a lot.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing that you don't have to worry about with lesbians being older. We don't have to worry about who's in their cycle. Don't have to think about none of that stuff no more. Like, can we go camping this week because it might be your bad week?
Mm-hmm.
Nope, it's not. It's never going to be that week. If anything, we just got to make sure the potty chair is close to the tent.
That's right.
So that when 3 o'clock in the morning hits, yep, not the cycle. I know we don't have to worry about that kind of stuff no more. I ain't worried about nobody stealing my acne cream or where'd all the things go. Can you pick some of them up while you're at the store? Nope, don't have to worry about none of that.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
And don't have to be surprised when you know it's going to come every month and
It's
you're surprised. It's like, what is here?
That is funny. It comes every month for 40 years, but you always like, what?
They say, yeah, me and my mate don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Lyric says, yeah, I'm in menopause. Let's see, I got my own personal something.
Back in her sneeze.
She's going to sneeze, But we have a lot of fun. I'm full of crap. And so I made one of the first things we did when Judy picked me up. I think we were on our way to maybe our festival. We were going festival or we were going somewhere. She picked me up at work, remember? And we started riding up over the hill. And I started telling her some kind of weird story. I was making up stories. And I started making up this weird story about Sister Mary Lick-a-Lot. And I know I had her rolling because she was like, what the heck? And we didn't even really know each other that well.
No.
And I'm telling her all this story about,
And I had to pick up Edie from outside, the gas station with the little stores. And I zipped in with the car and said, well, get in the car. Let's go. Get away from Sister Mary Lick-a-Lot.
Yeah. Why can't y'all just be friends? We are friends. Yeah, we are friends. We're the best kind of friends. We're the kind of friends that I can count on her no matter what. I've had a lot of friends throughout my lifetime, and I will never have a friend like Judy.
We got some haters coming through today, I think, because they're using different words than the keywords.
That's okay, but I mean, they're getting a chance to learn a little bit.
Yeah, there's some of the statements they're saying. I haven't heard them for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes me wonder how old they are that they're still.
This is true. Why
eating.
can't you keep your opinion to yourself? That's what Sweet Marie asked her.
Mhm.
You know, let's see. Joyce says, who cares? The world not a safe place. Okay, let's say bye to Joyce.
I thought Joyce was gone already. How'd she
Yeah.
get back?
Okay.
Oh, maybe it was just a timer and she was able to come back.
Okay.
If
Now
you
listen
know-
here. If we have moderators that are very,
Right.
very nice and they are on game, on point. They're letting a lot of things slide because I have told them before, don't be too hard on you guys because we want you to have the opportunity to learn. But I'm gonna tell you, this is a no hate zone. This is a
Right.
place where we as people from the LGBT community come here and we get to chit chat and they have coffee. We have coffee. We do this every Saturday and Sunday morning, God willing, to
Yeah.
entertain ourselves. There are plenty of places out there where you can share your hate. You can
Mhm.
walk around with a thing on your face or whatever you
Mhm.
want to do. So we're not having it. We're just not
That's
having
right.
it.
So we can go ahead and block these folks. They just can't say something, but they can still listen if they want.
Right.
'Cause,
Okay, good morning, everybody. This is the love we get, right? Thank you. We're on here, we're on TikTok, and we're on YouTube at the same time. Our YouTube channel is Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies. So if you want to, please go over there. Feel free to comment on there too and to subscribe.
Relationships that start out as friendships usually are the best. That's a really good comment too from
Well,
Kim of Love.
I think so in a way, but I am funny about being in a relationship with my friends. I don't cross a line. We can be friends or we can be friends. I don't cross the line because I like my friends. And I always feel like if you cross that line and it don't work out, I'm gonna tell you one thing right now. You guys might even realize this, and I don't know how you work your own life. But if something happened with Judy and I and we split up, which chances are it's not going to, but if we did, Judy and I can't be friends no more. We can't have coffee together on Saturday mornings. We can't be meeting for dinner with the rest of the gang and stuff. No, I don't want to. We're not doing it. I ain't having it.
So my love saying, oh, absolutely, I meant romantic relationships. And Lizzie's saying I've been with my best friend and life partner for 26 years. And we're talking about being married to somebody and you're each other's best friend. I mean, that should be happening, I would think. Right. And my wife is my best friend too, says Steph. We started that way and will stay that way. And and there, Christopher Cooley, good morning.
Thank you for the roses.
Christopher Cooley, a shout out to you. Next week, is it next week that is the service, like the service dog or service animal appreciation week kind of thing in Ohio? And so that I just want to give another shout out. You can look earlier in one of our other lives from YouTube and we talk about that. Yes, the whole week.
So anybody that doesn't realize why I keep leaning over and kissing her every time you guys send them the gifts on TikTok, like Grandma Kylie just sent us roses and stuff. I just lean over and then Nana sending roses right now. I just lean over and give Judy a kiss. I'm hoping at the end of when we get Jessica. I'm hoping when we get off here, she'll have like a big red spot on her cheek from all the gifts.
Can I put some lipstick on you?
Yeah, sure. Lipstick.
We'll get ready with the lipstick next
Cody,
time.
what's the topic?
Carter says, I'm in a queer book club. Do you have any book recommendations for us? And let's see. And Liz says, you two ladies give me hope for a long-term relationship. And Sue is, hi ladies, Edie Witty to get your mug. And Talisa, what times are you guys usually on?
We're on every Saturday and Sunday morning at 8:00 in the morning Eastern time.
Yeah, I plan to go back and answer some of these questions. We're just trying to read them all so we know.
Edie.
Okay.
What's this?
Edie, can I ask, how can someone come out? I feel to tell my daughter I'm an LGBTQ community. Okay. And then I love to see those sweet kisses.
Aww.
Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, but please keep scrolling if you don't like it here. What a beautiful couple you two make. You two are so cute together. Judy is going to have to help with keeping up with those kisses. Love is free. People should be respectful and keep their rude words to themselves.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So some of these questions, now we're going to go back to some of the questions. So, queer books. So Carter, you're looking for any queer books? Like do you really want like gay men or lesbian novels, or can it be all of them or any of them? And I just talked about one today called Dancer Dawkins and the California Kid, written by Willyce Kim. This is an oldie, but it's been republished, and it should be a good novel. I started reading it and just loved it right away. But we gotta think about some more of these books. Okay, so this is
So
Kayla.
Kayla,
Edie, can I ask, how can someone come out? I feel to tell my daughter I'm an LGBTQ.
well, for one, I'd like to know how old your daughter is. Because I know it can be a shocker to them, but I did it to mine when they were young, and I surprised the heck out of them. I felt bad, because it was like I wanted to be myself and enjoy my life. And so I told them, and I think my son was probably maybe 17, and my daughter was 12 or something like that. So I'm a firm believer of you got to be happy and be yourself. So you have to figure out, I don't know your daughter. So to give you that kind of advice, I don't know if it's
again, we need more context,
or
right?
if she's grown up and she's living out there in the world, because they realize, matter of fact, they're exposed to so much more gay than we were ever exposed to. To them, they take it very generally. It's just that I understand this is her mom. See, it's okay when they see it on TV and the movies and the people down the street are gay or whatever. They just. But when it comes down to being your mom, sometimes it's kind of like, oh no, it's my mom. But honest to God, I really think they'll get over it. She'll get over it because this is your life. Now, I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell everybody. In matter of fact, if you're in a straight relationship or whatever, do not expose your children to a whole bunch of lovers coming in and out of their life. Don't do it. They don't need it. Just because you want to experience life and you want to have a good time and everything, don't do that to the kids. You go ahead and find yourself a babysitter, leave them with grandma, whatever. Go out there, hook up, have yourself a good time. You know what I mean?
Right. Because kids have to understand, well, what's their relationship with this person, and they're going to be doing their own dating. So they don't need your heartbreak along with their heartbreak of somebody coming and going.
You got to hide it.
That was my sense. I mean, I was a single mom for a while, and my daughter didn't meet anybody I was dating unless that was somebody who I was really serious with, like it could turn into marriage. I mean, I just didn't.
Right.
Why?
Well, even when I came along and I met your daughter and everything, I remember one of Judy's ex-partners saying to her, or ex-person that she had dated, she's like, well, I never got to meet your daughter. And I was just like, I must be special. That's when I knew I must be special. I'm the one. Let's see, Edie and Judy, you need your own TV show. Yes, we do.
But in Kenya, it's hard for kids to understand.
Oh, I'm sure. It's hard for kids to understand here. I think children are pretty much the same everywhere, except for ours are getting exposed to it a little bit more.
So even saying my little one was in elementary school, I struggled saying it, and they said, it's okay. I know, Mom, which is what I've heard a lot. I was bad at closeting, and I want to see here on YouTube because Eric is here. Hi from Ohio, and Dana is here. Hey, good morning, everybody. Puerto Rico's in the house. Yeah, and that's Carter's thing. Kids are a lot smarter than we perceive, and that's why I'm always saying context. I don't know where you are when you're asking about this. So many times when people come out to their kids, the kids already knew. And it was
Right.
like, what are you talking
Well,
about?
and kids are so
you know?
different now too.
Right.
They're just so exposed. When we were little and there was somebody up the street that was gay, it was all like you'd hear mom and grandma talking, he's a little funny or something like that. Now it's just like, boy, those are the people that give out the good snacks on Halloween, you know?
Good morning from Edmond, Oklahoma. Good morning, Catherine.
When do you talk to your kid about sexuality? I don't.
About your sexuality, or do you talk about
I
it?
don't.
Well, I think you've been talking about coming out.
Oh.
Is it Lysandra? Is that right? Talking about coming out.
Well, when I came out the first time, I guess, would have been like my kids were they were young, like early teens, preteens. And so, I told them, about my girlfriend and everything like that. Now, it was hard for him to handle. I mean, my son just kind of shook it off and kept going. At least I thought he did. But my daughter, she did. She had the meltdown. She cried. She was, upset because she couldn't figure it all out and everything. But in time, we went on and, it all worked out okay.
It looked like we got some new folks here on both because we've got Lifesaver Candy saying, oh, are you two together? And we've got here Chris saying, are you guys, what's that? I guess are you guys together or just allies? And
we're together. Yeah. And John Wait Waters, thank you very much for your compliment on, he said, respect to you for paving the way. Thank you.
Yeah. So we'll go back and say again,
hi, I'm Edie.
I'm Judy. And together we're the Rainbow Grannies.
Yay!
And yes, we are married. We are part of the LGBTQ community. And even though we may be over 60, we did not meet each other when we were 20. We hadn't been together for 40 years. We met around 10 years ago.
Every time they send gifts, I have to give her a kiss on her cheek.
Yeah. We met about 10 years ago and we got married close to 3 years ago. And yes, the bride said, get a room.
I would. Send more gifts. I can afford one.
Nana saying, you two give me hope. Yeah, I mean, let me even add this. And some folks know our story. And for some folks, it's new. When we met, I don't know. I think even Edie wasn't looking for anybody when we met, right? I mean, she just flirts like the devil, but she doesn't.
No. Does the devil flirt? We'll say that's like a saying. I would really not like to be compared to Satan.
Okay.
You
flirt like heck?
Yeah, okay. I flirt like
flirt. Anyway, I wasn't looking for a relationship. I had been married twice to women, and I wasn't looking anymore for a relationship. And then I met Edie. And then I thought maybe we'd just have some fun. And Edie said, I'm not just looking for fun. I'm looking for a relationship. And if you're not looking for something serious, then we can just stop dating.
That's because right away, when I looked at her and I knew her, especially when she walked away from me, but when I just thought she was really, really cute. And I just thought, this is somebody that I would just like to be with, And I mean, I knew it right away. It wasn't like in love, but I just knew that she's somebody I want to spend some time with. So YouTube our hope that there are people out there. Thank you, ladies. You're welcome. This weekend we are bringing.
We are bringing the baby to a first drag brunch in P-Town.
Oh, that's cool. We have a friend that's up in P-Town right now visiting.
Man, it's cool. So, yeah, I'm glad that we met each other. I'm glad Edie said what she said because my mind wasn't thinking about another, serious relationship. And I'm glad Edie said what she said. And what I answered, I said, let me think about it. And I was surprised she didn't balk at that. Like, what, don't already know?
Well, I was ready to just move on. I just want her to know.
And I don't know if you know, but that was a very unusual statement for me to make. Let me think about it. Because I'm normally, you see me, I just jump on things or
she's one of them note people.
Well, or I do that.
I wish we'd get to go. I never got to go there. That is one place I really want to go.
What's that?
P-Town. Yeah,
Yeah. The drag feminine and Tots is saying drag brunches drag brunches are so much fun. I just moved to Texas from California, and now that I'll be in P-Town next week with all my kids and grandkids for Family Week. Cool. And Femme Attached, your guys' story is similar to mine. When you know, love is love. Yeah. And Katie, I live on Cape Cod, and I've been to P-Town, and I absolutely love it, and I want to go back. You know, when I came out, I didn't know anything about Provincetown, and a friend of mine said, "Hey, let's just go to Provincetown for a week," you know, and I said, "Okay." I didn't know it was like the gay haven, and everybody knew that it was the gay haven. And my mom knew, and I wasn't out to her yet. And she said, "Oh, you know, so and so, and our family was there." I said, "There's a lot of gay people there." And I said, "Okay, we're just going to the beach. We'll be fine." I mean, I knew we were going because there were a lot of gay people there, but that was the first I ever knew about it, and I didn't know it was a known thing. And I think we should go there sometime. I hadn't been there for a really long time.
So we're going to wind this up because we got some stuff to do to head on out because we're going on our little trip.
Yeah, we do. Let me see. St. Louis. Oh, Lifesaver Candy is saying, "As sweet, how long after meeting did you make it official? And did your kids approve always?" And St. Louis Slim is saying, "Morning, young lady. Thank you for the amazing conversation."
Well,
And Eric is saying, "I'm seriously looking to date an older bisexual woman. Where can I find one? I'm from Ohio."
Wait a minute, Eric. I got to ask you this. Boy, I wish I could hear your voice. What makes you want to date an older bisexual woman? And how old are you? And how old do you want the woman to be? And why do you want one that is bisexual? And we have every intention of being on live tomorrow. We're just depends on how we're doing because we have to make sure we're all packed up.
Right. And let's see some of the other things. Okay. Lifesaver Candy, how long after meeting? Yeah, did we make it official? I mean, we didn't move in with the U-Haul on a second date, which people do, because we were being a little more mature than that because we've been burned before. And we don't like heartbreak.
But I mean, we did decide that we weren't dating like other people. I mean, I didn't have time for dating other people. I was so busy trying to get busy with Judy that
I think really that we met, and we probably went on a couple dates when you said that you're only interested to continue dating if we look to see if this would become something serious.
Yeah.
And so where it became something serious, I mean, I can't really put a marker on that. I just know that Edie was always ahead of me. She always moved us to the next step because I wouldn't have. I would have just let us stay here and happy and wherever. But Edie kept moving us to the next step.
I think I looked at this so intellectually, like, you know, it was so important to make sure that it was where I wanted it to be, that if it wasn't going to be where I wanted it to be, then let's be done. Right. And I'll move on and find somebody on OkCupid. Let's see. Eric is from Ohio. I'm originally from Ohio too. Let's see. I love older representation. I love older representation too. Did we ever find out how old? No. And why bisexual? Because I wouldn't like specifically. I mean, unless you want to talk about like the joys of, you know, boy he's fine or boy she's fine, and you know.
Yeah.
I think we could do that anyway. Don't we? Like, don't we see him and I'll say something like, you know. Well, Judy tries not to say nothing, but when you see her and you watch her face as they're walking down the sidewalk.
Edie noticed it before I even realized that's what I'm doing.
Yes.
So no, I mean, I remember being like in the bar in the club when it's closing at 4, and there would be, you know, a guy and his wife there, and they would be looking for a threesome. And then I would ask, well, why are you asking me? I'm the only lesbian left here. They're all bisexual. Why don't you ask one of them? So that's what my mind goes when somebody says they're looking for an older bisexual woman. And so I think that's why I'm curious. Are you just looking for a threesome with somebody, or is there something in particular you want in a relationship with somebody?
If that's what it is, just say that's what it is. You're looking for somebody that's like be open. I can understand that is why you would look for a bisexual partner, so that you'd find somebody that'd be open to all those type of relationships.
Thank you for the rose. We don't get that representation, but do it is I can pay attention. I was reading.
Yeah, well,
okay, let's have one more. I mean, it can just be like a teddy bear thing in here that shows up so I can get another kiss.
Let's see. I'm looking for someone that wants a lasting relationship. I know you do, Julia. I think honestly,
Thank you,
I think that's
Hybrid.
what
Thank you, Beth.
I think that's what everybody really wants is just somebody to love them forever. I think, you know.
Thank you, Hybrid.
So anyway, we're going to call it a
Oh,
day.
let me just say, Jelly Toast says I've had the same experience over and over. Unicorn hunters.
We have had a really nice time being on here this morning. I know that, I know I can tell by the
Yeah.
numbers on the screens that you guys would love for us to stay a little longer, but we can't seem to do it today because we got to get ready to make our adventure here.
But we'll be back tomorrow here. So we just
Yes.
read this one
Go
more
ahead.
here. So Pride Buffalo saying maybe you want a trouble with two ladies. And
There
Eric
it is.
42 years old, long time ago. Girlfriend and I had an encounter with a bisexual woman and we enjoyed her. Then she died from COVID and my girlfriend left me or find a woman who is open. And AJ saying good night, ladies. See you next time. So
Okay, wait, I got to touch base on this too. If the girlfriend left you for another woman in a bisexual relationship like that, don't you think you would not want to hook up with another woman that's bisexual? Because I'd be so
you'd be scared.
I would be. I'd be gun shy. I think it, or if I did invite one into our house, it would be like one that was just butt ugly, one you could not even just like you had to put a bag on her head. Because I mean, or just like she had no personality of a shoe, just horrible. Because I can't even imagine. I wouldn't, we ain't inviting nobody fun over to have a good time.
You know what, Eric? I'm sorry. I'm sorry with the girlfriend. Got away that everything was all cool when there was like the three of you, but
duct tape.
Duct tape. Anything, get duct tape, wrap it around your wrist, and have some hanging, and go out and see who sticks to it. That's who you gotta bring home.
That's how you pick them.
And I'm sorry that your friend died from COVID.
Oh yeah,
really
we're
sorry
being
about
real
that.
about that. Yeah. Hey, thank you everybody for hanging in there, having a good time. We loved it. We had a good time too.
Yeah, we gotta go, but we should be back tomorrow. I mean, we could at least come back
and you never know
tomorrow if we can't.
Make sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and our TikTok channel because you never know when we might go live. Today I was telling her we'll be out there on the boat, and chances are we might go live out on the boat. So you want to make sure when the notification comes up that says, hey, they're live, you want to make sure you're there too to see it because God help us. I can't swim. I can't swim.
You know what? This is another topic to bring up tomorrow.
Okay.
I think it'll be a really good topic to bring up tomorrow about when people are polyamorous or bisexuality and then people move on, because I think it's a good discussion because it's not because they were bisexual or polyamorous that they moved on.
Well, I think you're discussing the thing today. So make sure you come tomorrow. Make sure you type that in the comments so that we can all discuss it tomorrow. Okay.
All right. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.